I need to replay 9. And again, for anyone watching who's, like, wondering why I'm throwing such a fit on how, 9 cannot come before 10, is, Dragon Quest X's own lore. We get the, do it on stream? I'm going to. That's what I'm doing now. The reason is specifically because, what if the observatory thing plays there? I know they're going to... They're not going to refuse that song up in a place like that. Heck no. Anyway, the reason 9 cannot happen before 10. Yes, both games share certain map names. There's the stuff like the train and other things. But 10's lore in of itself, you learn in version 3, the entire origin story. And this is an end of version 5 stream, so I'm going to spoil the ever-living crap out of it right now, so you have been warned. In version 3, there is a section while you are traveling through the insides of Nadraga, the dragon god. You touch Grand Zenith's sword, and you are transported back to the shrine where you pick your race. During this instance, you talk to each of the race gods, and they tell you the world origin story, which is then further expanded on in Dragon Quest X version 5. We learn, putting it on mute for your, yeah, I'll drop a comment or something when I'm out of it, but we learn in version 5 and 3, with their lore put together, that Luciana was granted her power by an unnamed god. Someone else gave her that power after creating his own world. Then Luciana went and created 7 gods beneath her, and they created a Stoltia. Each of those gods created a race in their image, with dragons being the first. Well, not dragons being the first. I believe the Wedi were the first race to be created, but the dragon god Nadraga was the first god to be created, which is why he craved his mother, Luciana's love, more than the others, which ultimately leads to the war that gets him sealed away. But we learn in version 3 that humans were the last race to exist. Because that fact alone is all you really need for 9 not to happen before 10. It literally can't, because humans are the only race we see in 9. Even if you choose to ignore that, a lot of people like to point to some bones in Dwachaka being Greynarl, and Greynarl is referenced in it says the Epic of Greynarl in A Tale of Mythology in 10. But that side quest is for a super boss that is also referencing another Dragon Quest. It references that super boss is basically Estark. So, but they like to say those bones belong to Greynarl, and they look too generic to belong to anything. But between the humans existing last, and the fact that here in Dragon Quest X, we have seen Celestrians, both in the quest for the Malrov super boss. The very end of that, we see Celestrians, and they do say they watch over worlds innumerable to the ones you know. As well as version 6 coming up with what's clearly going to be Celestrians. The other reason 9 cannot happen before 10 is, I'm pretty sure all of the Celestrians turn into the freaking stars? Uh-huh! But, so yeah, no, remind me how 9 comes first? Remind me. How do the things that turn into the stars suddenly be there? Oh, well, the gods could just make more. Yeah, and completely nuke the impact of the plot? Okay. Oh, gosh. I haven't had this rant in a while. That felt great. But, case in point, I think it's more likely, and it's the other way around. Something in 10, or even at the end of version 6, we might see the Continental Railway become the Starline Express. Well, I'm glad you enjoy them. But, because, like, it seems so weird to downgrade a freaking god train to go from land to land rather than freaking fly. And I can definitely see it being the other way around, where maybe we upgrade the train to go to these continents, which then becomes the Starline Express, which would also just be way cooler now that I'm thinking about it. Holy crap, actually seeing it upgraded in real time to get up here. Granted, not that we'll probably use it. We're going to use the dragon to get there. I'll be shocked if we do anything else. Oh, man. Staying in this room was a good choice so we can hear this music. Yeah. Would be the last of its kind. Who knows? But version 6 will tell, I suppose. I'm going to have to clip this independently because I stopped recording so that I could clip what you're looking at here. But, so yeah, I'm going to have to pull this whole rant out of stream. So for Dragon Quest 9. Yeah, Dragon Quest 9 again. You're welcome. Anyway, chat. That was my little rant and the end of version 5. Holy crap.